Former President Trump is now just hours away from his arrest and arraignment. He is scheduled to appear in front of a New York City judge today in connection with a hush money investigation. Fox's Doug Luzader joins us live from Washington, D.C. with more. Doug, good morning.
Dina, good morning. We think in about an hour or so, the former president will begin making his way from Trump Tower to that courthouse in Lower Manhattan, where he and the rest of us will find out specifically what charges he's going to face. Very few planes get the attention that we saw yesterday surrounding Trump's 757 as it ferried the former president from Florida to New York. A motorcade took him to Trump Plaza, where he spent the night, and today he and his legal team will make their first court appearance.
We'll be pleading very loudly not guilty before the judge, and then we'll go from there.
Go from there because we still don't know the charges, but they are widely believed to focus on hush payments made to one or two women, including former porn star Stormy Daniels. And Trump will be fingerprinted, but there will not be handcuffs, and we don't expect to see a mugshot. But we do expect to see pictures of Trump in the courtroom.
It will be a circus, and I mean, I don't think we've seen anything like this since O.J. Simpson or the Bill Clinton hearings, so it's going to be a combination of that for the next year.
The next year, he said, as the court deals with anticipated efforts from Trump's legal team to question the validity of the case and move the trial out of Manhattan.
Control yourselves.
New York's mayor cautioned protesters to remain peaceful. As for Trump, we expect him to talk tonight about the case unless the judge issues a gag order, something his lawyer will fight.
Obviously, that's not going to happen. That would directly interfere with the election, as this prosecution has already done.
Okay, now, aside from finding out specifically what those charges are, what's inside this sealed indictment today, we'll also get a better idea for how this trial is going to progress. If they're going to have to go through motions and discovery and then eventually the trial, and that will be perhaps months. We heard that one gentleman say maybe a year away. Dina.
So, Doug, how much do we know about what this grand jury decided to indict the former president on? What has been uncovered?
Well, it remains under seal, so we don't know exactly what it has in it. Now, there have certainly been some reports about the number of charges and so on. We're pretty confident, feel that it's based on these hush money payments that were made to either one or two women. Stormy Daniels, one of those women. Now, as we've said before, it's not the hush money itself. That can be perfectly legal. It's a question of how it was accounted for, whether the business accounting was proper, and then even the larger question, whether that amounted to an improper campaign expenditure. That could potentially make this a felony. Those are the dots that prosecutors may have to connect here, assuming that this indictment looks like we think it does.
All right, and as far as the timeline for today goes, we're expecting to see some activity coming up within the hour or so?
Yeah, it sounds like the former president is going to make his way down to that courthouse in about an hour or so. He lives about Trump Tower is about 4 miles away, but that's 4 Manhattan miles. I mean, that is slow going. So he's going to eventually make that appearance early this afternoon in front of that New York judge.
All right. Thanks, Doug.